Alright. Hey, what's up guys? Chillers, welcome back to Fate Grand Order and Mahoyo collab. Last time, Alka was dead, but now she's not dead. Because apparently she just like connected to herself from the future outside the singularity and was like, oh, I'm dead. Okay, well, better send another one in, or myself in, I guess, or something like that. So something along those lines. Hey, Meridaka Gogeta. Off screen, actually this morning, like 40 minutes ago, I went and fought berserkers to get another quest done, to get the exorcism points I need. So we have the next zone unlocked. Also, I didn't notice this before, but there's 20, I forget what this is called. Not a hyphen. Is that a hyphen? No, hyphen is the straight line. What's this one? The tilde? Is that tilde? 20 tilde 22? Didn't notice that before. Strange. AP6, but yeah, so Alko's not dead. Ishtarin saw her, well, didn't really see her get murdered, but saw the immediate aftermath as she came out of the water. And Ishtarin left. And that's a special quest, those are the hours. Let's see. Okay, so yeah. What, did they do that for the other days? Because I assume by special quest you mean the monster mass extinction ones, right? Did they, I swear I didn't see those the other days. For which time zone? I assume it's your local, like local time zone, whatever NA time zone FGO uses. Okay, so from last night, for me, West Coast, it was 2200 to midnight were the hours. But the first day was 20-aught to 2200. So I'm assuming it's probably PST? Probably? The previous numbers were in the sky on the highway. Oh, okay, it's like less. Right, okay, I see. Yeah, I wouldn't have. Yeah, I wouldn't have even thought to notice that. This one's like super obvious, though. Okay, I got you. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, I'm assuming it's probably in PST. We'll see if it. Yeah. Because the first day was 20 to 22, but like the last 2 days was 2200 to 2400, so it's, yeah, oh, we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna quit yapping. Can't heal with hot springs. Start quest. Yeah. It wasn't yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is because it changed. I'll be able to tell if this is, you know, meant to be PST or not based off tonight, now that I know about it. Oh. Oh yikes, that was too close. I barely managed to shift in time. What the hell is that thing? It doesn't obey the laws of physics. You can never tell when it's about to do something. It attacks constantly and I have no idea what it even is. And the worst part... Analyzing, denied. Deliberating, denied. Evaluating, denied. Diagnosing, denied. 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 Is it speaks our language? Ugh. I mean, it probably speaks every language ever, if I had to guess. I can just dodge his attacks by teleporting, but that won't stop them. And if I mess up even once, I'll be dead. There's one thing I could do to hold it back for now, but it's not giving me time to pull off a big move like that. If it would just let up for 2 seconds, then I could... I wonder, did she cause the singularity? Like, did she create a singularity to hold this thing back, maybe? It knows that. It knows, and it's planning on keeping the stalemate going forever. How long can I stay focused? 5 days? 10? Then again, I don't think I can afford to worry about that. That magical energy wind is spreading even now. At this rate, it won't be long before the whole world becomes a desolate wasteland. I can't stop this thing by myself, and there's no one else who can help me either. Some big deal magicians are. No matter how much people fear or idolize us, in the end, we're only human. True. We're not nearly powerful enough to stand up to a potentially world-ending disaster on our own. Still, it's gotta run out of steam eventually, right? Seriously, what the hell? Are you seriously telling me it's a star from outer space here to destroy the world? Yes. The star twinkles as if to smirk and say, "Damn straight! Resistance is futile. I'm going to destroy Earth and there's nothing you can do about it." Well, that's a bit rude. What did Earth ever do to you? Fate was not on her side, nor did she have any way of changing it. In a few minutes, her limbs would char, harden, decay, and crumble like dust. All will despair at this outcome. All has been lost to this destruction. Here in this amber crater where the star fell, there was no brilliant miracle that could save the magician's life. Until a singularity happened? Morning, Ritsuga. I take it you slept like a log? Like a log and a baby. A baby log. True. Not really. Glad to hear it. I slept well too and I feel great. So now that Aozaki's death has been solved, we can finally focus on finding the Holy Grail. After we've had a proper breakfast, of course. Good morning, Senpai. Good morning, Sutro. Hey, you're both up bright and early today. I guess we are, huh? It's still only... That doesn't look like 5 a.m., but okay. That looks like... fucking, like, 10, 11. But, okay, yeah, sure. Everyone up? Nice to see you all keeping a healthy lifestyle. I hate to rain on your parade, but I've got some bad news you need to know. Alco was just found dead at the second secret spring. Come to the public bath as soon as you can. Really? Really now? Right. Well... This is gonna be a running theme, isn't it? I can't believe this is happening again. Is she gonna die at every single spring? Probably. I don't see Aozaki here, so it looks like that really is her. What's the situation here? Who found her? I did. She wasn't in our room when I woke up, which gave me a bad feeling. I came here to check on her, and found her like, well, that. I was still coming to grips with it when Kumano came in to open the spring, and he then told the other guests. But aren't they gonna be like, wait, wasn't she already dead? Horrible. To think we've had people turning up dead 2 days in a row. First there was a body at the Spring of Youth. Now there's one at the Spring of Romance. The Great One must be cursing us. He must be furious with us for tainting the springs. Although, hang on. Who is this person anyway? Her face is too mangled to identify, but she seems to be wearing the same outfit as the victim from yesterday. You think so? It's just the latest big city fashion. You see this kind of outfit everywhere nowadays. Yeah. Oh, I see. I guess that explains it. Yeah. Perfectly, normal outfit. Then she must be a burglar who decided to sneak into the springs. All the guests are safe and accounted for, including yourselves, of course, so it couldn't be any of them. So what's the play now? Did you want to gather everyone for questioning again? No. I doubt anything's changed from yesterday. They still won't have any way of verifying their alibis. I'll take charge of the crime scene until the police get here. You okay with that, proprietor? Fine by me. Better you than me if the police have a problem with it. Alright, I'd better get back to it. See that the body is brought to Hell's Pavilion again, will you? Yeah. How many Alcos we gotta dispose of? 5, probably? I'm a little reluctant to say this in front of the deceased, but... don't worry about it, Mash. She'll be back. Better to be blunt about it and say, she's just going to come back again, right? Probably. There, I just tracked down the traces of my magical energy. This must be where I died. Yep. Yikes, what happened to me? My whole face has been smashed in. How'd that happen? Oh, Alice, you're here too. That's great. Can you tell me what's going on here? So Jiro is so, and Alice, they're both so done. They're like, bruh. And that's everything that's happened so far. Thanks for catching her up. Quonji and I have too much of a headache to keep our thoughts straight. Fair. Honestly, fair. I hope you appreciate what Ritsuka's doing for you, Aozaki. Most people wouldn't be nearly so gracious to someone who went and got herself killed twice in 2 days. Good point. Sorry for all the trouble, Ritsuka. Still thanks to you, I have a good handle on the situation now. Let's not waste any more time. Damn. We'll start by going around and questioning all the other guests one by one. That's why you didn't gather them all in one place, right, Tobimaru? Yeah, pretty much. If everyone insists they were just sleeping last night, even suspicious testimony will skate by thanks to the peer pressure to not rock the boat. It's better to talk to people one at a time if you want to hear the full alibi. Right. We should be treating the search for my killer and the search for the Holy Grail separately. It sounds like there was a lot of time wasted by not doing that yesterday. Today we don't need to bother looking for my killer. We should just focus on learning why the other guests are really here. I don't buy for a second that they're actually here to exercise the Kumano in spirits. They're here for other reasons, and it's up to us to find out what those are. Is it okay if we prioritize the Holy Grail? Yes. Caladia's goal comes first here. Besides, if my killer also has the Holy Grail, then looking for one will lead to the other anyway. I agree with Oko. We still don't know what the Holy Grail is, but if we can find out what the other guests are really doing here, we'll be able to determine which of them would need it. Exactly. So let's get stuck. You're staying here. Not so fast, Naozaki. You stay here. Yeah, I swear I don't know how you can be so smart but still always skip over the last crucial part. Yeah, you're meant to be dead. Think about it. How do you think people are gonna respond to a dead woman asking them questions? No. We'll launch you when we know what target to point you at. Like a missile? Yes. I mean, Alco, come on. I mean, come on. You know what you're like. In the meantime, we'll stick to just me, Ritsuko, Mash, and Sojiro again. Fine, makes sense. I guess you and I will be holding the fort down then, Alice. Alice? What? That's fine, I don't have anything else to do right now anyway. Why you acting so nervous? We got a holy friar here. She wants in on the investigation too. Just yesterday it was all about how boring it is to mind the store. Oh, Alice, did you want to come along? Oh, amigo, come on. What do you say, kids? Think you can make room for Alice too? Not that she'll be much help. She's way out of shape. Can't hold a conversation to save her life. Robin, shut up. And... Grungy, huh? Yeah, that could work. She's, practically a walking lie detector. The only problem is I'd rather not go around in a group of 5. Too many or too few of us will put people on their guard. Alright, let's split up. Ritsuka, you go with Sojiro and Alice. And I'll go with Tsukiji! Don't you motherfucker. If you try and hit on our eggplant, we'll have words. And I'll go with Mesh. Why? Sojiro's your servant now, right? So it's his job to keep you- and Mash is also our servant! Thank you! So it's his job to keep you safe. You'll also need him to interpret for Alice. So that's why she should go with you two. As for me, I don't mind going off on my own, but like I said, acting alone would invite suspicion too. So I need someone to come along and be my note taker, which is where Mash comes in. Uh-huh. Sorry about this, Ritsuka. I don't think, okay, that arrangement makes sense to me. I can tell you're committed to staying impartial, even with yourself. Mash, if he makes any moves on you, you tell me. If we're all agreed, then let's get started. Mash and I will take the new building. You 3 take the old inn and outside areas. We'll meet back up here in the sky room in the afternoon and compare notes. Alright, let's get to work. Tsukiji. If you do anything to our eggplant, I'll... He wouldn't know. At most, he might flirt. I don't think he'd actually do anything untoward, though. Looks like there aren't any guests staying in the old building. And the closest we saw was Yoshisuke eating old-fashioned ramen in his office. Let's be real, if you did do anything to Mash, you'd fold him like a pretzel. Yeah, probably. Well... I mean, depending on how far he pushed her, I guess. Like, she'd probably just... decline and push him away at first. If he got very insistent, then she'd probably fold him into a pretzel, but... yeah. Likely because the hot springs are closed. Most wouldn't want to come to a place where 2 murders occurred in as many days. Yeah, that's true. Let's head outside. I don't think we'll learn anything new in... Oh? Oh, hey, Ryogi! Perfect timing. I was afraid I'd have to go back to my room empty-handed. Did you need us? Excuse me, miss. You've been filling in at the shop, yes? Would you please wrap up one of these adorable horror monster plushies for me? Oh. I mean, I guess that works out, even though she's not working here currently, but... How did she get Yoshisuke to sign off on... her tending and selling the item? Okay. You know what? Well, alright. Excellent taste, madam. They actually come in sets of 2. Ah. Right. You sly salesman, you, Alice. If you could please wait here, I'll go prepare another one. So these are all handmade. I knew it was worth coming. Okay. Why do I get the feeling it's not for her daughter? Why do I feel like Ryogi just wants it? This is your chance to question me, you know. Oh, wait, what do you mean? Why? I wasn't. We weren't thinking any such thing. What? Sojiro. Right. Well, can you start by telling us your name and address? I'm Ryogi. I came here from Mifune, Tokyo with my family. But who cares about that? I take it you two are college students? Maybe here as part of some club activity? Something like that. I work at a detective agency. I thought my partner Tsukiji explained as much yesterday. Oh right, I'm sorry. You two seem so different from the other guests that I just assumed. Can she tell that he's not a physical entity? I wouldn't be surprised. You're not like the rest of us who came here for reasons we can't share openly, right? You have reasons like that too? Oh my, why did I say that? Perhaps I'm a little more giddy than I thought. Think about it. The proprietor said he'll reward us for every spiritual disturbance we eliminate, right? But isn't that just common sense? Of course people are supposed to be paid for their work. That's not enough to attract this many of them. Oh yeah, good point. Not to mention that genuine psychics are in very high demand. They'd have no reason to come all the way out to a mountain just to find work. For that matter, most real psychics wouldn't come near this place. They know all too well that they'd be no match for spirits visible to the naked eye. Probably a good point. Is you're saying nobody here is a real psychic? The other guests may be able to dispel evil spirits, but very few of them could truly be called exorcists. No, I suspect they all have very different professions, which means they aren't here to banish ghosts and earn money. Thank you for waiting. Here's a set of talking twins. Tweedledee and... Is something wrong? Ritsuka and Shizuki look a little tense. Everything's fine. Making small talk, yep. Thank you. I'll take good care of them. Goodbye, detectives. I suggest you try bringing this topic up with the other guests as well. I mean, Bazet literally already told us why she's here. So, like... Or kind of. She kind of, you know, sidetracked what she was saying, but she still told us that she was here to obtain someone and not fight spirits. So even if she, you know, circumvented the whole ceiling thing, but so like, yeah. So bad that we already have an idea of what she's doing. Phew, she's finally gone. I was ready for a fight, but I'm glad it didn't come to that. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't think, especially in such a close quarters area, like this gift shop, I think Ryogi would fucking dismantle Alice. If I'm being completely honest. Like, with prep time, so to speak. Like, who knows, maybe Alice has her play kickshaws set up in here. Cause she didn't just sell Tweedledee Tweedledum. But I'm hoping those were replicas and not her actual play kickshaws. That'd be unfortunate. But no, the Tweedledee and Tweedledum are made from oh god, what'd she do to? Were they plushies in? No, they weren't plushies in Mahoyo. What'd she do to? Yeah, dice or something like that. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, the plushies she sold had to have been, yeah, replicas. Do you know her, Alice? No. I only met her here at this inn, but I can tell she's the real deal. She has the distinct air of a professional spirit slayer about her. When it comes to killing spirits, she's probably better than any of the other guests. Killing? Not banishing? Oh yeah, killing. Oh yeah. Well, for example, if the entire new building became possessed, I'd bet she'd handle it by cutting the building in half. Yeah. Well, maybe not half, you know, she'd have to find the right spot, but... Ow, what? I even get blocked off mid-fucking... Okay, I have to do one mission. Let's see, what can I do really quickly? 80 Berserker class enemies I could do, and 2 runs of Hell's Pavilion. No, 1 Chaotic Servant. I can do that in 1 run of... No, but I wouldn't get enough. Fuck, because I need... It only gets 100. I need 4,500. Pooey. Oh, I can do this in 1 go. Defeat 15 enemies in the Endless Hallway. Okay. Alright, we're getting sidetracked really quick, because I have to... I didn't think I would get blocked off mid-section. Alright. Yeah. Mildly annoying, but yeah, you know. What can you do? Jean out. Bring the draconic one in. For a little romp. Good job, Sojiro, good job. Buster down. What? Rude. Labyrinth Watcher. The Watcher of the Labyrinth. Alright, Sojiro, go beat some ass. Do the dang thing. Good job, my boy. Good job. You're dead. You're dead. Alright, one more battle. And then we can move on. Can't get out. Can't get out. Wake me up inside. Come on, Theseus. Why you gotta do this to me, man? Why must we fight? Okay, so yeah, apparently Ptolemaeus' helmet makes him count as a winged servant, because I got the extra enemy. Which, I mean, does have wings on his helmet, so I mean, it's not wrong, I guess. But I assumed it would have had to be functional wings. But I guess not. Or maybe those do function. That'd be something.
Yoshi, 行くぞ。オーグ、四天王。
世の行く手は阻めぬ。
Alright. Poor labyrinth security. They know not who they deal with.
望みを恋に我が人を喜ばせるロササングリス。
突き破る。
ロササングリス。
Alright, clear.
我らの制覇、まだ終わりを知らず。
Oh, Clock Chaos. Thank you. I'll take that. I need them for, someone. Someone needs them for skills. I don't remember who.
お互いの安全のためだ。インフォメーションは見ておいて。
Evil
次の依頼だ。
Bones. I will take that as
焦らず
well.
一休みしてから取り掛かろう。
The strange twins. Those dapper fellows.
やったぞマスター。事件発生だ。これはボーナスの予感。
Bonus pay, you say? I'm always down for some bonus pay. Hey, somebody, anybody help me! What a heartrending cry for help! Probably Karin. It's coming from right over there. Come on, you two. And there's a girl under attack by evil spirits. Alice is like, I really don't care. If I'm being honest, I don't give a damn. Alice is probably just like, Alice is probably jelly, if anything. Like, oh, you want to go save that bitch? Okay. Fine. Yeah, I'll leave Arquid in. Give me my Draco. Give me my Sojiro. Oops, I thought I'd take the Berserker. There we go. Alright, and Jeanne d'Arc. There we go. And I don't have to have him in front, right? I can leave him back here, I think. Yeah, Now it's time. Let's see what she got. Even though I have nothing to give to try and get her, but you know. And her banner didn't go up last night. Maybe it got pushed back a day. Maybe it'll be tonight. Alright, yeah, we're just gonna use Alice this first turn.
仕事の時間よ。偵察気をつけて。ムクドリどもに甘くないっすか？チョコだけに。
Available only while your robbing counter remains. Maximum of 13 uses. Apply substitute. Special anti-enforcement defense state that can be removed 1 time 2 turns. Increase. Huh.
Hey, dido. So ne, 静かに。そうね。拾いきれるかしら。
You dropped the Humpty Dumpty egg.
小さくなれ。
Chess. I didn't see the second one. Oh, and there's the bridge golem. I forget the name of it. Look, is it just London Bridge? But it had a different name, didn't it? What was the other name? The one she used for it? And yeah, oh yeah, by the way, yeah, I was right, it was Karin. Yeah, the Thames. Yeah. Thames Stroll. What? Okay.
命令ですか？そうね。お願いですか？大きすぎるかしら。
Yes, Karin, it's a request. Please and thank you. Oh yeah, you're right. It's a skill name. I didn't read. I just clicked it and used it. I didn't read the skill name. I just clicked it and went, okay, yeah, sure.
月を超えて夢にかけて。
Damn, it really doesn't give. To be fair, it's not maxed out. It's only level 8, so, but still. Alright, you know what? Might be a waste of Arquid's Noble Phantasm here, but let's just wipe the board.
では、報奨を与えましょう。水、熱、震え、別れ。我が手の上で弾けるがいい。
Alright, what Avenger are we dealing with? Is it a person or... Okay, Avenger Ku and Avenger Kid Gilgamesh.
戦いはここからです。3つの教えで。
You know, it's still at full level. It's good, especially since at a 2-turn recharge. It's definitely not bad. Just oh. Flat Snark is her Noble Phantasm.
今回だけよ。大きく。
Okay.
小さく。
Is this gonna be cinema? Are we gonna see a whole theme park pop up?
開園の時ね。
We are. Oh, we are. We are seeing a whole theme park pop
空を
up.
仰いで。恐れなさ
Or
い。
just park in general.
マインスターの3つの秘跡。グレート3、フラットスナーク。痛えじゃねえか。切り上げ。
Okay, I need Alice. Wait, her Noble Phantasm is sick.
それ。あいた。あいた。
Do I just completely give up on Aoko and just start Using everything on Alice. I mean, I do want Alice more.
静か命令
Oh, man.
運がなかったわね
Even before I saw that, I wanted Alice more.
この辺りですか切り分けて
I regret all you wasted this Q. I mean, is it wasted? Like, if I didn't get it on Aoko, did I get it on? Would I have gotten it on Alice? Like, probably not, right?
お願いですか
Probably
スクラ
not.
ッチ
Get egged.
ロンドン
Get robined.
試練あっての人生でしょもっと無知が欲しいのでしたらご予約お願いします
Wouldn't have gotten LA if you didn't roll an Aoko. It's true. Real true. Well, we got rid of the evil spirits, but what were they? What the hell we just fight? Don't worry about them. Those are just the residual thoughts of some ruffians I once taught a lesson to. You mean the ones you slapped with money? Actually, no, she never slapped the little Gil with money, did she? Actually, no, little Gil wasn't even in Carnival Phantasm, was he? It was only Big Gil. I'm probably just thinking, I mean, I know, probably talking about Holorexia, only Ku, yeah. That also didn't happen yet, true. Those are just the residual thoughts of some ruffians I once taught a lesson to. They must have followed me all the way to this mountain to get revenge. I mean, out of sheer gratitude. Right. What's that? Sounds like stalking, you say? Indeed, that's exactly what it is. Gil wasn't that very episode. Was he? For some reason, I only remember the appearances of adult Gil in Carnival Phantasm. I don't know why. But I suppose that's the fate of an idol who rescues lost souls. Idol? You know, I could see it. Anyway, thank you for showing up in my hour of need. You're welcome. I'm just a poor, helpless woman of the cloth who doesn't know a thing about fighting. I don't know what I would have done if you hadn't showed up. I don't believe you. Good thing we happened to be close by then. Not a typo. Okay. Maybe God had a hand in this too. What's not a I don't understand what's meant to be a typo. Game, what do you mean? What? What? I don't see anything that's what? Huh? Okay. Oh my. Indeed, I couldn't agree more, young man, with an innocent, trusting smile. You know, if I may be frank, you're exactly my type. Alice is like a bitch. Something's not adding up. If you're so bad at fighting, how did you teach those evil spirits a lesson? It's a good point. Well, I usually work with a partner who chases off the ruffians for me, but they have other business to attend to right now. Seriously though, how long are they going to keep hiding? Oh, but enough about us. Was there something else you wanted to talk to me about? You're Karen, the exorcist, right? Can we ask you some questions? Yeah, she... I don't know if she'll be very forthright with us, but okay. You want to know the guests' real reasons for coming to these hot springs? Yes, I know what they are, but as a woman of the cloth, I can't go around speaking of other people's deep, dark desires. You know, that's actually fair. You need to save those for the confession booth where you can take your time, or it'd be a waste of a good meal. Be careful, Ritsuka. This is the kind of person who's better to keep your distance from. Yeah, no, we're aware. Don't worry, I know another devil just like her. I can't believe it. Did you just call me a devil? Kinda. Oh, I'm sure she was just speaking figuratively. Your face is practically screaming. How did you know that? Not that it needed to. It seems you're all skilled mind readers as well. Very well. Let us make a deal. If you agree that we never had this discussion, then I'll answer your earlier question. Okay. Having said that, revealing other people's secrets is something trashy priests do, so I'm only going to reveal my own. I'll leave it to you to determine whether or not my circumstances apply to anyone else. I'm an exorcist, but as I said before, I can't actually banish evil spirits. I can only banish demons. Huh? Is there a difference between evil spirits and demons? Kind of. There is. Evil spirits are a form of karmic retribution caused by human actions, while demons are beings beyond human comprehension, caused by the outflow of evil. At any rate, I can't do anything with evil spirits. So then, why did I come to these springs? To bring a certain scoundrel to justice. Ooh? To capture a con artist who only claims to be an exorcist. Sounds an awful lot like bounty hunting to me. Yeah. Indeed. Which is why I'm not partaking in the rewards for exorcising evil spirits, no matter how much I wish I could. Sorry, could you explain what makes this exorcist a con artist? I mean, questions of style or spiritual power aside, as long as they're actually able to banish evil spirits, doesn't that make them real enough? Good question, upstanding young man. As my mentor once said, there's only one thing that makes an exorcist a con. Using exorcisms as a pretext to appropriate that household's property. Indeed, stealing wealth is the most evil deed there is. So those are your true feelings, or rather your core principles. Can't say I'm surprised. Anyway, you're saying that's why one of the guests came here? And you followed them here in order to capture them after this fraudulent exorcist commits their crimes? That's right. After all, I'm sure they're not after the 5 secret springs. Didn't you think it was strange that these so-called wish-granting springs all only confer very specific benefits? I mean, that is kind of weird. Any wish where the results are predetermined is... Any results where the... Any wish where the results are predetermined is no wish at all. Good point. I was wondering about that myself. I know getting younger and finding romance aren't things I'd want someone else to give me. Alice! Man, poor Alice. You know, she could just come out and say... Oh, whatever. Right. But the Kumano hot springs still became famous for having wish-granting springs. Why is that? Because there's a safe secret spring the proprietor hasn't told us about. One that really does grant any wish. Oh? That's why the other guests are here. They want to use that spring. If it really can grant any wish at all, then some people would be perfectly willing to pretend to be an exorcist, or even commit murder, don't you think? If that's true, then that must be where the Holy Grail is. Probably. Is there something wrong, Shizuki? I thought I just saw someone staring at us from the top floor of the old building. Oh my, how frightening. I knew I shouldn't have spoken about other people's secrets, even if I was only speculating. My guess is it was probably the proprietor, Mr. Yoshisuke. Alright, I have something I want to look up in the reference room, so if you'll excuse me. Suspicious. Let's go take another look around the old building, Sojiro. Thanks, Visuka. Let's hope I was just seeing things. You probably weren't. Man, Alice! Just fucking tell him, man. Or woman. Tell him, woman. Tell him you want that soju dick?
旅館の構造、調査の仕方は確認してある？ミッションクリア。では、次のミッションを
She's
ど
too
うぞ。
proud for that, huh? Got too much
ミッション
pride.
クリア。では、次のミッションをどうぞ。ミッションクリア。
Alright.
では、次のミッションをどうぞ。
We shouldn't get blocked off again, hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. Doesn't look like anyone's here. The mirrors are a bit suspicious. I guess this was a waste of time. I'm sorry. Not necessarily. Someone's coming up from downstairs. Oh? Who is it? I'll box them. Huh? What are you people doing here? Are you having a tryst? No? I mean, Alice would probably enjoy that if we weren't here, but you know, no. Are you having a tryst here in this haunted spot? Huh? Oh, it's just you, Yoshisuke. Don't scare us like that. We thought you were the bad guy. Bad guy? You mean the one responsible for the murder this morning? Don't be ridiculous. I don't have the guts for something like that. Right. More importantly, what are you all doing in the inverse reflection room? This room is part of our Big Five ghost stories. It feels a little spooky, but that's all. Yes, this is one of them. There was a rumor once that the daughter of the inn's former proprietor had an affair with one of the bellboys. The proprietor was furious. He had the bellboy banned from the premises and confined his daughter to this attic. Oh, it's fucked up. He said he would never let a shameless hussy like her set foot outside again. Damn. His daughter wept and said it wasn't her. She had no memory of doing anything like that. But as the eldest son of a prestigious family, the proprietor wouldn't hear any excuses from a woman, not even his own daughter. In time, the girl became mentally ill. Yeah, fair enough. She would go on and on about how it hadn't been her in the bellboy's room, but her own reflection from the mirror. Eventually, it came to light that the whole bellboy business had been made out of whole cloth by the head clerk, who couldn't stand him. But by then, the proprietor's daughter was already gone. Not dead, mind you. Gone. Vanished into thin air. As you can see, the only way in and out of this attic is the very staircase I just came up from. She was gone with the wind, even though an apprentice was assigned to stand guard. But to this day, every now and then you can hear the sounds coming from this attic. See the mirror covering that wall. If you come up here when you hear those sounds, you can still see the innocent girl, covered with bruises from her father's beatings. Oh,
walking inside the mirror, saying, "It wasn't me, it wasn't me, it wasn't me."
You're way too good at telling these ghost stories.
Sorry about that. I may have put my showbiz days behind me, but old habits die hard. Anyway, let's get out of here. Just because it's daytime now doesn't mean we're safe. Spirits have a way of coming out whenever the sun decides to hide, and it looks like it could be getting cloudy very soon. Now then, before it gets dark, tell us.
Do the Kumano hot springs have a secret 6th spring?
Where did you hear that?
From one of the other guests. They said it can grant any kind of wish. Why didn't you tell us about that, Yoshisuke? Yeah, buddy. What's that about, huh?
Why would I? I've never seen any spring like that myself. I only ever heard the former proprietor say it existed. He said there used to be a road leading straight to hell there. In the room of no opening. Believe me, I'd like to get that door open if I could, but nothing has ever worked. I was hoping that one of the psychics who made their way here would be able to figure it out. But after 2 years and only a number of cursed psychics to show for it, I've given up.
Ryogi could definitely open it, right? She totally could. I'd be willing to bet money.
Oh, but a monk in training who once stopped by here did have this to say. To reach the omnipotent spring, you will need an omnipotent chalice. Use the chalice's wish-granting power to open the door. Haha, ridiculous, isn't it? If I had a chalice that could grant wishes, I wouldn't need the spring in the first place.
I don't know, man.
I think it's time we went back to the Sky Room. We didn't learn anything about Aoko's killer,
But we learned a lot about the Holy Grail. I mean, did we? I mean, kind of. We learned about the secret 6th spring, but it doesn't necessarily mean the Grail is there, but...
Let's go see what Aoko has to say about this. If there really is a spring that can grant any wish,
then I'm sure she'll know what kind of wish it granted. Oh? As in post? Like already granted? Alice? What do you mean, girl? What are you talking about? Being real suspicious, Alice.
an omnipotent secret spring that can grant any wish at all, huh? Let's see. There's the spring of youth, the spring of romance, the spring of male transformation, the spring of happy home life, and the spring of stiff shoulder annihilation. If the spring changes every day, then you'd think there would be a different one on the 6th day as well.
What about the 7th day, huh?
But Mr. Kumano says he's never seen the 6th spring. I can only guess that that's part of the past the room of no opening.
If that's true, then the Holy Grail would be in this omnipotent spring rather than with a person. But nobody can get through that door without a Grail, right? Yeah.
So if this omnipotent spring is actually the Holy Grail, that would mean you need a Grail to get you would need a Grail to get a Grail. It's like a catch-22 riddle. Or maybe Or maybe the Holy Grail was never relevant in the first place. Ritsuka, you and Mash said that using a Holy Grail creates a singularity, right? But the Holy Grail here hasn't been used yet. That's the only way any of this makes sense. And that would mean that something other than a Holy Grail created this Kumano hot spring, or singularity.
Damn, Tobimaru. For a guy without much paranormal experience, you really are a quick study. Why are you just a detective again?
Because I'm a quick study. Anyway, this gives us 2 leads. Whoever killed Aozaki this morning and Aozaki 1's statement about how the world will end if something isn't done. And I think we'll arrive at the answer sooner if we focus on those questions, instead of looking for the Holy Grail. So how about it, Aozaki? Why'd Aozaki 1 say something like that?
Look, I'm Aoko 3, remember? I have no idea what Aoko 1 saw or where she came from to get here. Not yet anyway. But if I were to guess, I'd bet Aoko 1 was actually there, at the spot that'll bring about the whole world's end. And she probably came here to Kumano Hot Springs because this place is the key to stopping it. Good guess. I would concur with that probably. That's all I can say for now. Maybe someone made a wish to destroy the world?
The logic checks out, though whether someone could easily make a wish like that or not is another story. Still, if someone did make a ridiculous wish like that, there'd be a number of ways to grant it. If what causes the world's destruction doesn't exist in this era, they could simply have it come from another world instead. Like that self-styled rock singer over there.
Or maybe the wish breaks the fundamental rule of the world. If something impossible were to happen here, it could introduce cracks into the foundation of humanity. The texture this world is built upon. That would definitely destroy the world. You know what I'm talking about, right, Mash?
Yes. It's like when a tiny bug results in a total system shutdown.
Right. For example, it could be something like bringing the dead back to life. Then does that mean you're the culprit, Aozaki? No. Dying once wasn't enough for you, huh? Aoko's magic isn't true resurrection. It's more like it's scamming time itself. So that doesn't count. More importantly, what about the room of no opening and Wan, was it? If a mountain spirit that's been worshipped here for a long time has the power to grant wishes, then whoever tries to misuse that power must be responsible for ending the world. And if Wan really is as the legend describes it, then it wouldn't need a Holy Grail to grant a wish. So things are finally starting to come together. The enemy's after the Omnipotent Spring. And they probably mistook Aozaki for a rival when she showed up bright and early at the spring, so they murdered her. Huh? You mean I went to the hot spring first thing in the morning more than once? What was I thinking?
Oh, in that case we learned something useful. Well, Tsukishi and I were going around questioning people.
Mm-hmm.
It was kinda hot last night, so I opened the window to get some air, and I heard arguing coming from the hot springs. I couldn't tell you if one of the voices belonged to that Aoko lady or not. But the other voice definitely belonged to Bazit. Bazit, I knew it!
Bazit doesn't have a room of her own. Of course she doesn't. She's staying with Karin.
Karin wasn't in her room, then she's probably just out somewhere. That nun's the most gung-ho about exterminating evil spirits by a long shot. I mean, yes and no. And so her partner was Bazit, huh? Yeah. Come on, Ritsuka. We might still catch her there if we go now.
Ooh, is it time to capture someone? Then I'm going too. You don't mind, right, Toby Mario?
Sounds like we've got a possible suspect now. So yeah, fine. I'll go secure Karin and Bazit's room in the meantime, just to be safe. We might run into them on the way too. Sorry, Ritsuka, but I'm gonna have to borrow Mash again. She's the whole package, smart, quick on her feet, and can handle ghosts and spirits no problem. There's no one more reliable here.
I'd be glad to be your bodyguard, Tsukichi.
Just make sure you keep Master safe in exchange, Sojiro. No, we've got Alice and Aoka. We'll be fine.
What are you gonna do, Alice?
I'll go with Ritsuka. If she's going to the reference room, then she's going to need my help. Pat pat.
Oh, you adorable little... Again, I don't really want to call her a Sun... She has a little bit of Sunness, but like, she's mostly Kudere. Like, Kudere with like a touch of Sunness, just a little bit.
ご予約のカルデー様ご一行ですね。
I think Kudere is the right one. The one where like,
言ってみたかっただ
act
けよ。
cold, but they aren't
はい、
necessarily
調
mean.
査調査。
I think that's the right one. I believe so. Evocation leaves. Okay, I'll take that.
行ける場所が増えたのね。新しい手がかりを見つけましょう。
Alright. Caster, Lancer, and... Okay.
Hello, excellent timing. I thought something seemed off in the reference room, and when I went to investigate, I heard disturbing noises coming from inside. The Devil's classroom must have begun. There was a guest in there too. Karin, I believe her name was. She still hasn't come out, poor thing. I'm afraid evil spirits might have possessed her, or even eaten her outright. As guests yourselves, you're of course under no obligation to help her, but...
We'll go. Anything we should watch out for?
Wonderful. Then let me give you one piece of advice.
Try not to destroy
Any of the dolls. Of course, that may be easier said than done. After all, inside it's already... Ew.
We just push past him. The dolls are floating.
These are poltergeists.
I saw them all the time at the Quonji estate. Don't worry, you can touch the floating objects without them possessing you too.
Just move out of the way if they fly at you, and you'll be fine. The real problem is...
I see we have some new students. Welcome to the Devil's Classroom. The path of art is steep and treacherous. Its zenith will always be beyond our grasp, or your grasp, just like a sacred mountain summit. You can never hope to reach it, no matter how much you
Whittle your soul away.
your attempts to do so will only result in frustration, despair, and burnout. And now I'm here to free you from your suffering by turning you into mindless dolls.
I don't want to be a mindless doll though.
Fear me,
For I am the most formidable of all the big five ghost stories. I am God Karin, the devil of beauty. I'm surprised they didn't use her devil costume, yeah. You know, the purple skin and whatnot. That would have made more sense, probably. God? Don't you mean devil? Devil of beauty? That's just the name of the evil spirit possessing me. Try not to get them mixed up. Right. Right. Also, I'm sorry. As you can see, I'm not my usual self anymore. Yeah, we can tell. I didn't tell you this before, but Karin Hortensia has a masochistic medium's nature. Uh-huh. My body has the laughably unfortunate tendency to be possessed by any spirits that happen to be nearby. So when I entered this incredibly dangerous haunted room, well, you can see for yourselves. Yeah. And now that I'm possessed, I can do whatever I want. In this room, my word is law. You're all going to be free labor for God, and there's nothing you can do about it. I don't want to be free labor. I don't... So many dead dolls. How are we supposed to defeat a god without destroying any of them? What a joke. I feel embarrassed for you being so proud of such mediocre familiars. Yeah, you tell her, Alice. You get her ass. Familiars are about quality, not quantity. Let me show you what I mean. My queen. Get them. What? I told you. In here, my word is law, thanks to my perfect anti-play kick shot countermeasures. Get countered? You'll never be able to awaken them in this inn again. Oh. And without your precious familiars, you're no more threat to me than the dish rags you used to clean the floor. Now go on, my devil puppets. Show these people what art is truly all about. See, yeah, you countered Alice, sure. But have you countered fists and whatever the hell Aoko does? Cannot be said as a party member. Really? Interesting. Alright. I guess we'll, you know what? Ibukidoji. Yeah. Why not? Yeah, we'll leave this team as is. I guess he's restricted because he can only kill things? Or he has to protect Alice? Or something? I don't know. Alright, well, let's... Might as well get you over with. Alright. I don't know why I didn't use the 50% crit one. No! I thought her with her buffs on would do it. Alright. Jean, you out. My hard carry in. Obligation to produce a citizen. Yeah.
がしたよ。よかろう。ロササングリスと行くぞルクスリア。
Are these just acting as like damage curses? I think they are. Kind of a yeah, kind of silly how they have a special like
いいんじゃない？
like subtitle for them, but then are just normal curses. It's a bit strange.
ロササングリス大魔弾
I was kind of hoping for like a special like mechanic or something, but would seem not.
見つけた。
いいんじゃない？
よかろう。せーの。おっと。
Alright. Alright, God, Karin. Bring it. Apparently, God Karin has no interest in fighting against herself. Which I guess, yeah, I guess makes sense. Why would the final boss, you know, show up on in the first battle? You know?
世の行く手は阻めぬ。ステルビアワリティこうだ。おっと。
Yeah, we get it. You're a big, tough, giant, weird mask thingy. Get over yourself.
アクセル。
Should've used that ages ago.
今度こそ決める。
Ah, well.
あ、サポ見つけた。よし、吹っ飛べ。エンズイもらうわ。ドッカーン。エーテルバースト。
Yeah. Yeah, you get out of here, Mr. Mask. You, got unfortunate that your master put you against us of all people. Alright, Karin, gonna try and run away? Probably gonna try and run. That's what my money's on. She's gonna try and run. Well, we've done it now. I know we didn't have a choice, but still. What is this? I feel sick. No, wait, not sick. I feel like making dolls? Like I have to make something. Where are the materials? Please, you've got to let me remake what I just destroyed. Yeah, I'm suddenly overcome by the desire to create.
Go right ahead.
You'll find instructions in that cardboard box. They're simple enough for even a beginner to follow. As long as you completely replace the dolls you destroyed, you won't have to worry about any curse. Yay, it's so generous of you to provide the materials. Is it okay if I use this table? Great, just watch, I'm gonna make some awesome dolls. Hey, Sojiro? You didn't fight any of them, right? Can you help us? Knock some sense into us, please? They're not gonna be better than mine. Time to break out the crafting skills Media taught me. Sojiro and Alice in the corner like, They're all done. Check out the pompadour on this puppet. Spitting image of the king of rock and roll, if I say so myself. Man, that was satisfying. I haven't done any arts and crafts since high school. Why aren't my hands stopping? I've already made 3, 4, 5 dolls now. 6, 7, 8, 9. Help!
What's going on? You already made enough dolls to replace the ones you broke. Why aren't you stopping? Your dolls even look just like the guide says they should, unlike Aozaki's. They're not going to stop. I told you, they need to be completely replaced. The sculptor who died in this room was a god-given genius, and your replicas need to be equally perfect down to the millimeter. Oh. And what makes an artist perfect? Flawless repetition of every movement. That's right, to be identical. It's not enough for them to be shaped the same. The actions of the people who made them also need to be the same. Art demands beauty even from the very people making it. But that's a scam, huh? So now that we've made one doll, the other 9 won't count unless we make them with the exact same actions as the first? Yeah, couldn't you have told us that earlier? That's right, and until you can, you'll be stuck here doing arts and crafts for eternity. You'll be making meaningless practice pieces until your lives give out and your souls are worn threadbare. That's impossible. We'd have to be literal machines to do that. Ho ho ho! Maybe now you understand the beauty to be found in automation. Haven't you ever watched a video of something like, say, screws being made over and over, and found yourself marveling at it? I mean, no, not really, to be honest. So what, the Devil of Beauty only cares about machines? How is that a victory for artistic merit? Say whatever you like. You'll never be able to break this rule until you're as good as a machine yourself. Could we get out of this by summoning Edison? Maybe. Honestly, she'd probably approve. Maybe. Maybe. And of course, humans just aren't capable of such precise operations. You're going to be stuck working here forever. There, that's 10 of them. This ought to break the curse, right? Sojiro, you fucking god, you. He's a literal machine. I'm sorry, what'd you just say? He's saying he made something that satisfied your conditions, while you were prematurely gloating. 10 dolls, all made with exactly the same actions, all identical down to the millimeter. No way, you actually did it? Yeah. No, the Devil of Beauty is leaving me now that it's satisfied. So it's okay if I teach her a lesson, right? Especially since she's still dressed like a devil. No, do we have to? Alright. Alright, then you leave me no choice. I'll just have to bring out my final work. This is the demonically modded HG model that gives even blew even the Devil of Beauty's mind. You'd better give it a good rating. You know what? Sure. I'll have some whimsy and leave them in. Why not? Let my Avengers stretch their legs. They don't get out much, you know? There's never much reason for them to get out much. Babu.
Babu Babu. Yeah, you're gonna die first. That's for sure.
面白い夢幻のごとくなり許さない
Yeah, they don't deserve your forgiveness.
お菓子はいかが
Okay.
わしがよろしくてよじゃじゃじゃじゃじゃこうじゃこれあげるわ
Well, there goes Babu. Babu's dead.
スパイラルダダ
And now
いいわ
Vivictus. Mama.
どうでもいいわ許さない許さない許さない絶対にこの世のすべて何もかも朽ち果ててしまえはっお茶は
You're not gonna die, are you?
22あげるわスパイラルダダ
Really now? No, I thought Curse didn't kill. Alright, I'll take it.
良いぞサポートしてじゃじゃじゃじゃじゃくらえ
Oh, I'm gonna break gauges.
わしこそが
Okay.
神仏主上の仇第六天魔王織田信長
I'll take it. By Jove, I'll take it. Egg of truth. Truth egg. Treg. Uh-huh. Acting like you had no idea what was happening, alright.
Huh? Where am I?
Would you believe me if I told you it feels like I just woke up from a long nightmare?
Fine, whatever.
Just answer our questions honestly and we'll believe whatever you want. We heard that Bazet and I were arguing last night. Do you know anything about that?
As it was arguing? With you?
Oh, so that's why I haven't seen her all day.
I swear,
She's just as much a gorilla in her heart as she is in body. What? A gorilla? What do you mean by that? She means they're very sensitive.
I do know Bazet went out last night, yes.
And yes, she probably did argue with you. I can't deny that she might have gotten violent either. Violent enough to smash her face in? The corpse this morning had its face smashed in, right? Yeah? Bazet's iron fists can even shatter concrete, so they could easily do worse to someone's face. Why do you seem so proud about that?
Do you have any idea where she might be? I didn't before, but I do now.
She probably freaked out after killing Masawazaki and decided to lay low for a while. I'm sure you'll find her sobbing like a small child in Hell's Pavilion.
If you want to go interrogate her.
Thanks. Come on, everyone. Let's hurry. Yeah, she's very, very soft-hearted, Bazet. Kind of. Sort of. Excuse me.
Could I ask you something as well? What is it?
How did he do that? How did he perform so many intricate operations like it was nothing? It just got drilled into him at his special assassin child soldier camp that he lived at for a long time. You know, the Devil of Beauty did say a genius would be able to accomplish it, but I don't buy it.
That kind of thing shouldn't be possible, even for a genius. Humans just aren't capable of replicating movements down to the millimeter. If they could, there'd be no point in sports of any kind. So what kind of trick did he use to bypass this room's haunting? He said the only way humans could do this was through our automation. But he managed it because he does anything but that. Huh? Human movements may seem simple, but they're actually very complex. Even the everyday actions nobody thinks about, like walking, raising our hands, bending over. Any person unconsciously coordinates tens, no, hundreds of body parts to make them happen. It actually takes tremendous cognitive effort to manually replicate every single motion. People's bodies move on signals from their brain, but the cerebral cortex is inherently imprecise and tends to do sloppy work. It can't manage simple calculations or make correct decisions. It even makes people's personalities fuzzy and incoherent. The only reason we're able to do these kinds of things without thinking about them, that is, to automate them, is because of the basal ganglia. Without the basal ganglia, people would never be able to live their lives as easily as they do. So what do you think someone's daily life would be like if their basal ganglia simply didn't work? Even so-called simple actions like walking or raising a hand would require extreme, constant effort. Most people without functioning basal ganglia would probably be stuck in a hospital bed or dependent on machines to live. But not Shizuki. He's learned how to manually move his body just as naturally as we do, as though it were nothing. Compared to most of us who rely on our basal ganglia's support to move our limbs, and have no idea what our bodies are really doing. Shizuki knows what every bit of his body is doing at all times, and is constantly racking his mind to move it. That's all this comes down to. It's a mechanism that isn't artistic in any way, yet is still inarguably art in its own right. For Shizuki, replicating movements down to the millimeter is no different than breathing. She's like, damn, that shit's impressive. Probably obvious for IRL without magic bullshit really at the absolute best result. I just try for instance or he suffocate whenever he tried to sleep. Yeah. Yeah.
ところでミッション。その輝き。
Currently the best explanation of his neck bandages. Keep going for Alco or No. I must start saving for Alice. I must.
Alter E? Oh, right, Bazit. Right, yeah. It's like alter ego? Oh, no, it's just Bazit. Never mind. Never mind. I thought, well... let's see if she really is... Ah! Hello. Yep. She's here alright. Hey, you there, the pretty lady in the suit. We'd like to talk to you for...
Aozaki?
But I thought you were dead. I'm sure you're surprised, but please take it easy. We don't want to fight. We just want to talk about last night.
You just want to talk? Oh no, you're not fooling me.
I could easily see Aozaki coming back to life just for a rematch. Oh. Well. Besides, I knew what I was getting into when I came to this country to investigate a mage. The only way we're settling this is with maximum effort and violence. Extreme violence. I won't even demand a one-on-one duel. You can all come at me at once. My mystic code is a counterpunch from the Age of Gods that can turn back any attack. Oh, but it's weak to curse, fear, and such, so please don't use any underhanded methods like those. Maybe you shouldn't tell us that. Because now we're definitely going to do that.
Damn it.
Alice. Alright,
yeah, I'll just leave everything as is, I think. Well, yeah, we'll keep it.
Alright. Bazet the Hard Puncher. And she has less HP than... Oh, but she gets an invincible in guts, okay. Removed when in fear state. Well... Okay. Yeah.
夜の宴は遠く
Alright.
月を越えて夢にかけてディドディド
Let's try this.
色あせたゆいいわそうね
Hopefully this works.
開演の時ね空を仰いで恐れなさいマインスターの3つの秘跡グレート3フラットスナーク間に合わなかった
Doesn't Ibu keep piercing vulnerability? Yeah, but she also has that guts, so I have to
掴んで閉じて
inflict fear no matter what if I want to actually kill her.
なんだブリッジ
Plus, I think that Invincible said that it ignores sure hit and whatnot. Okay, good. It's down. So now we just gotta wail on her.
加減が難しいんだよね。一風まっす
And luckily,
わかいいんじゃない。そういうのもありよね。
ebook doji.
切り札こちらが先だ。
とごめんなさい
There's a
ね。
way around that.
浅い
ゴートリプルウォーム。
浅い浅い。
開かないね、あなたたちは。
Okay. Thank you, Alice. You the MVP. Okay, Baz, have you calmed down? Are you willing to just chill out and talk to us? Please? I guess this is it for me. But it's partly my own fault for letting myself get rusty. I should have known better than to run away without proving my innocence. Fine. Do with me what you will. Do with me what you will. I know all about the infamous Aozaki Toko, the puppet master. Go ahead. Use me for whatever twisted experiments you like. But it's not Toko, it's Aoko. Huh? Toko's my sister. I mean, did you see any puppets during that battle? Oh, now you mention it, I guess it was more of a good old-fashioned brawl, wasn't it? So you're really not Aozaki Toko then? No? Hell no. We might look similar, but we couldn't be more different. Though if you're fixated on her, then you must be a seal designation enforcer for the association. Ah, seal designation. They say people like you are only around to make sure extraordinary talent stays safe. But the truth is, you're executioners who go around apprehending mages. So what's an enforcer like you doing at a hot spring inn like this? And why did you kill me? Humph. I knew you were going to say something like that. She's pouting and turning her back on us. What, you didn't actually kill her? Poor thing. You shouldn't have been so mean to her, Aozaki. The way she's pouting proves that she's innocent. Does it though, Shizuki? Does it, buddy? What do you expect, Shizuki? Aoko can't help but pick on the weak. It's in her nature. Would you two shut up for a minute? I wasn't being serious, I was just trying to trick her into talking. I know you're not gonna believe me, but I didn't kill you. But when I went out to the bath early in the morning and found you dead with your face caved in, I knew I'd be blamed for it, so I decided to hide. I figured everyone else would forget about me if they didn't see me for a while. That seems questionable, yeah. But hey, who am I to judge? Anyway, what about last night? One of the guests said they heard you and me arguing at the public bath. What were we arguing about? What did you see? Well, I don't care about the secret springs. I just, you know, came to soak in the springs because I couldn't sleep. Uh-huh. Right? Feet. Bazet feet. What? Hello? Anyone here? Yay, it's just me! Looks like my plan to stake my claim late at night paid off. Spring of romance? That's so stupid. As if a hot spring could have any effect on your destiny. I don't buy it for a second. But luck with men is all a crapshoot anyway, so I'm sure this will only help. Uh-huh. Right. There's plenty of time until morning too, so with this I'll be first in the spring for sure. Huh? You got caught red-handed. Oh, Bazet. Bazet. <sighs>
You know, I have a hard time believing that there hasn't been a single guy that's not like that. I'm sure there's someone who's showed interest in her daily life. Like I refuse to believe that there wasn't. But he's married to her work. Oh, yeah, well, you know, house husband, you know, and just stay home, play video games, you know, maybe clean a little bit here and there. Comes home. I don't know. Well, it wouldn't be the world. Sounds like a decent enough life to me. Just doing all the housework while she fights. Pretty sure Ongrown Baz and Fishy talk about all the guys in her life being assholes. Well, she just has to, you know, go outside the association, you know, go mingle among normal people. But I guess it's hard to do that when you're married to your work, huh? I guess at that point, the only ones you can talk to at any point in time are other... When she looked up the association, she ran into Kirei. I mean, Kirei... yeah, well, I mean, he did kill her, so I mean... Or almost kill her, I guess, is the more apt way of looking at it. Sort of killed her, but not really, because Avenger saved her. It's only a whole thing, but... But to be fair, Kirei also wasn't normal. You know? Like, he was part of the church, so like, that's not a normal person. I don't know. Well, anyway. Are you going in? I then explained that no, I wasn't there to go in the spring and promptly left the bath. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. I'm sure she believed that, seeing as how you walked in with no clothes on, wrapped in a towel, actively talking about how you were about to get in the spring. She definitely didn't hear or put together any of those pieces whatsoever. You know, that's just that. After that, I went back to the public bath lobby, laid down in one of the massage chairs, and waited for morning. I heard Baz's keyboard smash was originally Lahmu language. Oh. That was my backup plan, to take a perfectly natural morning bath. Then I went back to the public bath as soon as it was 5, and that was when you found my body. Then you made yourself scarce right before Alice showed up. That would definitely make you look suspicious, but you didn't actually kill her, right? Of course not. I wouldn't kill someone just for catching me try to sneak into a secret spring. Anyone else come to the lobby? No, no one. I thought that was strange too, but since there was still a corpse there, I had no choice but to run. Maybe we should ask the other guests their alibis. Oh, on second thought, no, there'd be no point. My first death could plausibly be explained away as an accident, but someone clearly killed me for my second. The question is, how did the killer get into the bath? Yeah, that's a good point. Exactly. I had my eyes peeled the whole time to make sure no one got in before me. Actually, I was wondering about that. Why did you leave Aoko alone in the bath?
If you wanted to be the first to go in, wouldn't killing her make sure she didn't beat you to the punch? Because she was still fully dressed. No one's going to go in a hot spring wearing their clothes, right? I mean, generally, but you know, you passed through the changing room to get here, right? So after you left and went to the lobby, she could have gone in and taken her clothes off and then went into this. But to be fair, I guess, why would she have even come over into this? I mean, Alka could have been checking it out. Yeah, you know, you kind of, yeah, okay. You know, Bazit, you're too... straightforward in your thinking. Yeah, change your clothes and... Well, you know, I'm saying she could have backtracked. Aoko could have gone in to see if there was anyone already in there. I'm saying, obviously, that's not what she was dead. That's not what she was doing. But my point is, from Bazit's perspective, Aoko could have just gone fully into the spring to see if anyone was in there, and then she could have backtracked into the changing room, then changed, then gone back after seeing no one was in there. So, like, Bazit saying, oh, no one would go in with their clothes on, doesn't really hold up to scrutiny. Although I'm sure she actually believes that. I'm just saying, she kind of missed an obvious circumventing of her thinking, I guess. I think it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, but in this instance, when you're trying to get into a secret spring that will grant your romance wishes, and you're trying to actively be the only one in there, or first one that is. In this instance, it makes sense. I'm sorry for all the trouble my companion caused you. She really does regret her actions, so I hope you can forgive her. Yeah, it's all good. Hey, don't act like this was all on me. From what I hear, you gave them a pretty big headache yourself. True. Very true. Alright, no more fighting. You two are both leaving now, right? Take care. Oh, but first I have a question for you. The real reason you came to this inn was to go in the Spring of Romance, right? That's right. Bazit insisted that she wasn't going to die lonely on a potentially fatal assignment. Don't be ridiculous! I just came to make sure I was in good shape for my Aozaki Toko investigate. Uh-huh. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm sorry for messing that up for you. You don't have to apologize. Last night was just a coincidence. Bad luck, that's all. Anyway, you said you're Aozaki Toko's sister, right? Then I think we should get going before things get really messy. Farewell, everyone. And please don't tell anyone about what happened in the reference room, okay? We'll tell everybody. Oh, one more thing. If you're going to continue with your investigation, look for my briefcase. Oh? It has all the documents put together for the stealth mission, but it went missing at some point. Huh. Missing? Do you think someone stole it? Probably. But it's specially made to be extra durable, so they won't be able to break it open easily. If you find it, you have my permission to look at its contents. The passcode is 2005-1028.
Ah, I was gonna say, is it the day Kirei... No, because Fuyuki Holy Grail War is... Yeah, never mind. I would say it's the day Kirei killed her, but no, that wouldn't make sense. Those documents didn't have any useful information for me. Well, maybe they will for you, but the HA release date makes sense. Alright, and then they left. Alright, are you gonna die again, Awako? Probably. So they were both completely innocent, huh? Then the killer must be one of the remaining guests, or one of the inn's full-time residents. Among the guests, there's the woman who claims she came here with her family on vacation. The man who gives off old-fashioned patriarch vibes. The self-styled psychic with the hunting rifle. And the inconspicuous yet suspicious girl. For the residents, there's the proprietor and the doll maker. That makes 6 suspects in total. And among them, the ones whose true goals we still don't know are... Fujinon and Sugatani? Right. I'd bet they're here for the omnipotent secret spring. The exorcisms are probably just a pretext. Yoshisuke and Kashinka have been working at this inn for a long time, so they wouldn't have any goal beyond that. Okay, I'm just gonna go between the 23rd and 30th of January 2004, if I remember correctly. Yeah. That's why I stopped myself from saying that, because I was like, yeah, no, because the Grail War was technically 04. So, or was 04, so I was like, yeah, it wouldn't make sense. But yeah, HA release date. Makes sense. Oh, yeah, oh god. Ew. I don't know why, I'm so... I can't, like, shake the tiredness out of my body today. I don't know why. Ugh. And if 2 of the guests are just here on vacation, does that mean we should be suspicious of the psychics? They're wrong. Ryogi and Shiro are the 2 shadiest by far. This inn's so well known for being haunted that it's on the brink of bankruptcy. And there's no way regular people would come here by choice for the hot spring trip. Or a hot spring trip. Anyway, we've narrowed the suspects down. And if we split up again tomorrow, we should get pretty close to wrapping this investigation up. Are you girls listening to me? What, Aoko and Alice just chatting?
I was thinking about the example from before.
I don't see how wishing for someone dead to come back to life is a bad thing.
How would a wish like that cause the world to end?
That's a good question, Mash. The problem is, once you bring a dead person A back to life, that establishes a new law of nature, saying it's okay for the dead to be revived. From there, it's only a matter of time until dead persons B, C, and D come back to life as well. The more it happens, the less rare it becomes, and eventually the new law becomes permanent and normal. And then before you know it, you have a world with living dead people everywhere you go.
Isn't there a term for that Aoko?
Yeah, Dragon Ball.
I think we saw it in that weird movie Shizuki borrowed from Kinomi. What was it called again? Dance of the Dead?
No, Alice, you're thinking of Dawn of the Dead. Though it is definitely a classic zombie movie. Must be nice to be so carefree you can just sit down for tea like it's nothing. Don't feel like you have to keep her company, Mash.
Or don't feel like you have to keep her company, Mash.
Not at all.
I'm learning a lot from her.
Well, Alice's lessons have been a valuable source of mystic knowledge.
And they're entertaining too.
You see, Aoko? It's fine. Mash still remembers her manners, unlike a certain someone I could name. Don't worry. We can still hear what you're talking about just fine. So don't mind us. That's so. Alright, then tomorrow, let's go with the same teams and talk to... wait. We should have Alice stay here instead of coming with us? She can't use her ploys right now. Shit, really? Yeah, I guess you're right. She's not gonna be much help in a brawl otherwise, unlike Aozaki. Alright, Ritsuka, tomorrow you go with Sojiro and Aozaki. And by the way, are we not gonna go in the outdoor bath today? I was looking forward to it. Ryogi's family is using it today. That's only fair. We don't have any right to monopolize it. Damn, too bad. Well, might as well call it the day then. Tomorrow's gonna mark the secret spring tour's halfway point. Make sure you'll get plenty of rest tonight. Yeah. Well, try. Oh? Dead again? Why isn't the alarm stopping? Dead again. Morning, having a good dreams? It's your morning radio bird, here to bring you your daily update. She's dead again, right? Robin, what are you doing here?
It beats me. All I know is I woke up here, and I was already picking away at your water bottle. I gotta have my water in the morning, seeing as I'm a bird and all.
Okay, I'm up. Huh, it's chilly today.
Yeah, weird. How strange. So, how's the investigation going? Figure out who done it yet? You know, I got some idea myself. Seeing as I'm a Richard III, I usually forget things real quick like, but I just remembered something about this inn. I bet the killer is the one who makes all that noise when they move and spits out those nasty-looking
Nasty. Wait. Go back to that. Nasty. Oh, bullets. Right. Nasty-looking pellets. I assume is bullets. That sounded like a gunshot. Sugitani, did you just shoot Aoko?
Senpai!
That came from the public bath. Come on. Well, if Aoko has a bullet wound, we know who to blame. Great. I had a feeling this might happen again. Well, at least we know straightforward who did it this time. Or that's what they want us to believe. Wait, 9,000? Okay, yeah, no. I was gonna say, if we have it unlocked, maybe I'll start this, but no. No. 9K? Are you kidding me?
謎ばかりっていうかミッションクリアでは次のミッションをどうぞ
Well,
熊野温泉お土産品コーナーにようこそ
anyway.
気になるものがあれば持って行ってもちろん
Aoko's dead and then back again. Bazit wants love. I'll give her love.
熊野温泉によいらっしゃい青子と違って特にやることもないから
Really though,
店
when
番
you
を
think
や
about
って
it,
るの
I low key
調査は順調
of all the like type moon characters, like female
衝撃
characters.
の結末を期待して
And for the sake of argument, I'm going with humans, like living humans. Bazit's probably the one most marriageable, in my opinion. Like, I don't know.
she seems the type who'd like be really sweet after coming home from, you know, killing and or stealing people. Like, you gotta, you know, cook and clean. Like, that sounds pretty easy. You know, maybe give her a, like, shoulder rub when she gets home. Maybe wrap her knuckles with bandages. But, you know, honestly, you know... But again, yeah, you know, like it's, you know... As pointed out, none of the people she works with would make good husbands. If anything, the people she works with would probably try to force her to not be a sealer anymore. Because, you know, mages are uppity. Okay, with that, I should be able to get Medusa Saber skills to completion. But, yeah. Kumano Hot Springs Tango Stories, Story 6, Fanatical Puppeteer. Alright, well, I'm not... Actually, wait, hang on. Let me just check. What missions can I get done here easily? Caster enemies. I'll definitely get at least 6 in that node. So I get that. Give me to 8,300. If any of them have heaven attribute, that might maybe hit 8,500. And male enemies. Ooh, no, because I doubt they'll give me 15 enemies in the reference room in one run of it. We can try. Let's try a run of the reference room and see if we get... I don't think so. Unless there's one of the battles has... like a bunch of backup enemies, which I doubt. I don't think we'll be able to hit 15 off this, but who knows. Rooms ghost seems to have some kind of weird obsession of being obsessed with the certain face or something. Can't take my eyes off my own angel either for so many reasons. By the way, what's up with that Amazon's doll making skills? Did they acquire the skill to some kind of part-time job? If they can master themselves like machines, would they be super popular with streamers? Goes. I'm pretty sure this is just saying. But is Sojiro a loner? I wouldn't call Sojiro a loner, but... Mechanical trait, Artoria face. Oh, easy enough. Let me put Sojiro in, and then I have Draco in front, because Draco counts as Artoria face, right? Technically? I could just put in MHXX, yeah. I guess I could put Mecha Ellie in for the mechanical trait. I suppose. Yeah, I'll do this. It's fine. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get
everything I need to get 9,000 exorcist points off this, but we can try. I mean, I could if I use the golden fruit I'll get from this first run. And then just run it again. I could do that, technically. Alright.
我が舌を喜ばせろ。やってみよう。はっ。いって。
But do I want to use the golden fruit is the real question. Like, do I want to waste the golden fruit here? I kind of want to save it for tonight during the monster mass extinction node pop-ups. Because those are really good for bond points. Throw all my bond up. Craft essences on there. Put Sojiro in front with his huge bonus and just grind away. Honestly, probably not. Probably just gonna, yeah, I'll probably just... Unless I miraculously get 15 enemies here, I'll probably just end it after this. Yeah, the last node will have to have 7 enemies, and I don't think that's gonna happen. Or last, battle, that is. Not node. Ah, well. I mean, who knows? It could still happen, I guess. I just don't really... I don't believe it. Moving Holy Maiden Doll. Netherworld type Holy Maiden Doll. And Dancing Holy Maiden Doll. Putting makeup on. Okay. Oh, it's still killed. Nice. Seven enemies? No. Yeah, I didn't think so. Okay, well, Gilles is the toy fixer, apparently. Which is, fascinating. Breast Zero. Oh right, I forgot Mecha Ellie was single target. So many of her people are AoE. I forgot Mecha Ellie was single target. I think the Mechas and Buster, Brave, Saber, Elizabeth are all single, and then the rest are AoE, right? I think. Now that I think about it. Something along those lines. Yeah, Catstar Liz was AoE, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Yeah. Ugh. Sorry. Sneezed. Sneezed all over the place. Alright, yeah.
Sadly,
まだまだ食べ足りんぞ。
no, don't have enough exorcist points. Yeah, no. No, yeah. Ah, well. I mean, I did say yesterday I would do them one section at a time, so, you know, this does work out, I suppose.
旅館の構造
Why did I go over here? What am I doing?
謎ばかりっていうかミッションクリア
Yeah.
では次のミッションをどうぞボーナス獲得
What?
今度ご飯おごってね
It does get me the 50 missions completed. But it gives no exorcist points. Never mind.
ボーナス獲得
No exorcist points for the mission completions, sadly. Alright, well, I get. You know what? Hail Mary. Aliko, if you don't. God! Why do I do this? Why do I keep doing this? Why do I do this to myself, man? Ah. Frick. Well. For Aliko, I'm just gonna go till she resets again on the single pole summon bonus. Then when she hits the ×2 bonus summon, I'll stop pulling on her. I'll give up. It will have not. It must not be meant to be. If even after all this time, all the Saint Courts and summon tickets. It's a shame. I assume you cleaned out LB4. No, I still have a few. And the 10 for hitting the next, you know,
アメリカでも
yeah.
全米桜ま
I've been, hurting for AP every day, so I've been doing them only a little bit at a time. I still have a couple left. Yeah, I need to do one more to get the 180 free quests or 190 free quests done. To get those 10 Saint Courts, and then I have 2 of them left after that. Which, yeah. Like I said, well, I'll just go until Aliko resets, then I'll try and save up for Alice. Because again, I do want Alice more than I do Aliko, but I have a feeling I'm not gonna get either of them. If I'm gonna be honest with myself, I really don't think I'm gonna get either. I hope I'm wrong, but I don't think I am. I'm pretty sure I'm just flailing against life and hope and darkness and love and hate and it's probably hopeless. I have no hope in my heart. But anyway, next time I'm gonna try and figure out what the hell is going on with Ryogi and Shiro, cause they seem suspicious. Like, Ryogi was probably trying to throw our scent off by giving us that information about the other guests' true motives, like putting us onto that lead. But yeah, I agree with Tobimaru. I agree that she is suspicious. Because why haven't we seen Mikia and their daughter? If you're really here with your family, where they at? Where they at? Real sussy. Real sussy. But anyway, I
guess that will have to be a mystery solved next time. So for now, thanks for watching. And yeah, I'll catch you tomorrow, I think. Yeah, tomorrow. Peace.